Globally, I understand that Asia must be the focus of our effort. And I see China in particular as a pacing challenge for the department.
I'd like your thoughts on what does China want? What do you believe China's strategic goals are? Are they looking to be the dominant world power, a regional hegemon, an economic power? What are their goals? Because it seems to me in order to determine how we best counter or cooperate, we need to understand where they're headed.
Yeah, I think it's all of that. They're already a regional hegemon, and I think their goal is to be a dominant world power. And they are working across the spectrum to compete with us in a number of areas. And it will take a whole of government approach to push back on their efforts in a credible way. Not to say that we won't see things down the road that are in our best interest that we can cooperate with China on. But we do things that are in our best interest. But certainly some of the things that we've seen from them in recent past in terms of coercive behavior in the region and around the globe tend to make us believe that they really want to be a dominant world power.
What I'd like for you to do is spend a minute and talk about why you cannot use strategic patience with China and why it is an imperative that we address the economic and the military side of that China problem coin, if you will.
So China, because of its desires, because of its worldview, is clearly a competitor that we have to make sure that we begin to check their aggression. It will require a whole of government effort to do that. The Department of Defense's piece in this is to make sure that we are presenting a credible deterrent to China so that it will think twice before it decides to take on the United States of America.
You've talked about the competition, the strategic competition with China and Russia. You've also said today, though, several times, including to me just now, that you think that China is the pacing threat, that China is the top priority. So can you commit to us that as you oversee the next NDS, that China will be unequivocally identified as the top challenge, threat, competitor of the United States?
The strategy will be arrayed against the threat, and China presents the most significant threat going forward because China is ascending. Russia is also a threat, but it's in decline. It can still do a great deal of damage as we've seen here in recent days in an area, and it's a country that we have to maintain some degree of focus on. But China is the pacing threat.